The eCom Seller Summit was created to prove that with the right tools and training, anyone and everyone can make money in e-commerce. So many people want to try their hand at e-commerce, selling on eBay, Amazon, Shopify, and more, but they're afraid they won't be successful. This summit will show you that there's many ways to do e-commerce, and there are many platforms you can explore, because e-commerce really has no limits. It really can pay your bills, and e-commerce never sleeps. There's nothing like waking up to profits from getting sales all night long. My name is Nicole Whitlock, and this is the eCom Seller Summit. Hello, this is Nicole Whitlock with the eCom Seller Summit, and today's key feature speaker is Barrington Mcintosh. Now, Barrington is known around the world as the coffee guy, and he's an amazing e-commerce seller and e-commerce international trainer. So Barrington, thank you so much for being part of the summit. Looking forward to your presentation.
Thank you for having me.
All right. So let's go ahead and get started.
All right. Thank you so much. This morning, we are going to be talking about international and multi-channel selling. And a lot of persons might wonder, like, why international? Why should I even try to sell on another platform? Most of you, not sure if you're brand new to e-commerce or if you have been in the e-commerce game for a while, you would know that on a single channel, you face a lot of competition. Have you ever gone out and had a wonderful product, bought it, sent it into Amazon, and then only to find out a couple days later, a couple weeks later, you see 200 sellers on the same listing? What do? They all are trying to race to the bottom to get their products sold. What do? That is the reason why I want you to pay attention to this presentation today, because at least you will leave with some ideas of what you can do in order to keep selling even more by going international and selling on multiple channels. We're also going to be talking about the one secret formula to win with e-commerce, and that's 2-day shipping. There is so much going on now in the e-commerce world, and I want you guys to pay attention over this presentation and look for areas that you can pick up 1 or 2 points that you can just go out and take action. Whether it is to start selling on Walmart, whether it is to add Joe Lister and start selling on eBay, but just pick up 1 or 2 points that you can go out and take action on. That is going to be so important if you are going to benefit from this presentation. So let me jump right into our slides. The first one, I talk about this all the time, and it is the power of mindset and getting that mindset right. I want you to know that it's so important for you to step back and really get this slide right. If you get this slide right, adjusting your mindset, you can grow your business. Before, you might say, well, I'm selling online. I can only do $5,000 a month, and that's all I can do. And you know what? I don't think I can do anything else. I'm trying. I try editing the listings. I try adding new pictures. I try even lowering the price. I just can't pass this 5,000 mark or this 10,000 mark or even this 1,000 mark. I just need to know what I could do to get more sales every month. Everybody wants to know that. Now, if you are around persons in your circle, in your network who are saying, well, this is it, this is all you can do, then that's all you will do. But if you start to talk with others who are doing strategic and creative things to grow their business, then you start to share that space. Then your mindset starts to shift because you're like, no, I'm in a growth mindset that I can truly bring my business to the next level. And sometimes it's as simple as implementing a 5-point step, implementing something that will take you 5-10 minutes, and that could add to the bottom line. And that's what we want to encourage you guys to do today in this presentation. Just look for ways that you can start thinking or being in a community of others who are thinking creatively, who are just not doing the same thing over and over and over again. They're thinking about, how can we grow our business? What creative strategy can we add to really set ourselves apart from the competition. And that's what I want to help you to achieve today in this webinar. Now, when we talk about multi-channel, we're really talking about selling not just on Amazon or maybe you're on eBay, but how can you sell successfully the same products on Amazon, Shopify, Etsy, Walmart, eBay, Magento, BigCommerce, exact same products that you are selling right now. How can you get the multiplier effect where you have people from all of these other channels buying the same thing from you? You know what that's going to create? It's now going to create a problem for you where you're like, I need to get more inventory. Because if I'm not only displaying this on Amazon, I'm displaying it on Walmart, I'm displaying on Shopify, on Etsy, on eBay, your volume of orders are going to go up because you want to cater to your clients. And your clients are not only hanging out on Amazon. I can tell you that. They're on Walmart, they're on eBay. For personal preferences, some people might be like, I just don't like to shop on Amazon. I want to buy on eBay. I want to buy on Walmart. Don't lose that sale because you're just all focused on, okay, I only can sell on Walmart, only can sell on Amazon, and that's all I can do. No, we want to open your mindset and your thought process that the same items that you are selling on Amazon, you can have those displayed on eBay, Etsy, Shopify, Walmart, BigCommerce, and you will be able to make double, triple time the sales that you're making today just by implementing one strategy. So, what are the key things that you need to think about? It's a new venture and we don't want to get it complicated. We don't want to complicate the whole thing. We need to figure something out that is tried and tested. We need that because you're going to think, well, I have to go test all these things right now and then I don't know if it's going to work. You have to think about how am I going to handle customer service on all these platforms? That's going to be tedious. Somebody over eBay says, where's my order? Somebody over Walmart saying, hey, I didn't get this order. That's going to be a drag. What you need to do is to focus because it's one step at a time. So if you start to just bombard your mind with like, oh, I can't get all this done. What am I going to do? I have all this stuff that I bought at the supermarket. They're all stacked here in the house. I'm tripping over them. I can't even get these shipped out. Now Barrington is introducing selling on multiple channels. That's going to be even more frustrating. But guess what? Once you focus and you get the process right, you will see on autopilot more sales. And that's not something that I am, reading in a book. We do this every day. And by the way, I live in Jamaica. I do all my business from Jamaica. So I don't have the luxury of running into a Walmart or running into a store here. So I think it really forced us to have a more strategic plan. It forced us to deal with wholesalers, to make everything more automated than having to run out and do it every day. And that's what I want to teach you guys today, how to structure your business so that you can sell profitably on multiple channels. Now, once you have everything all together, you will need to start testing so you can get sales, make the process better. Testing, get sales, make the process better. But the key thing I need you to do is to focus. So you start off, okay, you're on Amazon. Let us add another channel. And you add eBay. Good. That's channel one. Then you're like, okay, eBay's up and running nice. I used a software like Joe Lister and just had all my listings pushed over to eBay, and automatically they'll set the prices, make sure you get the same payout as Amazon. Everything is there. All the listings are pushed over. You don't need to, go pay for somebody to create listings for you. All of that is done automatically with Joe Lister, and you're able to start making sales the same week. They're filling the orders automatically for you. The ones that come in on eBay, they fill them automatically out of your Amazon inventory. So that's step one. Let's say you do eBay. Great. Once that is up and running, working well, add another channel. Okay, we're going to add Walmart. So that's your second channel. Then you're like, okay, let's add a Shopify. So it's not something you're going to attempt all at once. I want you to focus. And just if we break down this word focus, it's focus on one thing until successful. That's the key. Doing it in steps, setting small goals, and once you're successful, you add another one. Very, very, very important, because otherwise you'll be dabbling. Okay, I'm going to try set up eBay. I'm going to try set up Walmart. You're a quarter way in setting up Amazon, Walmart. You're halfway in setting up eBay. You're going to be frustrated. So this requires focus, getting one done at a time, and then stacking it. So here are some of the challenges. Managing listings. How am I going to manage these listings on All Place? How am I going to fulfill these orders that came in on Merchant Fulfill? I mean, I just didn't know that, wow, I'd make a sale. I had these sitting on Amazon all this time and they're not selling. Now I added eBay and they're selling on eBay like crazy. How am I going to fulfill these orders? What about inventory? What's going to happen if I stock out and, I have this product on Amazon? I made 10 sales and I only had 8 and I stock out. How am I going to manage this inventory? How about customer service? I'm getting all these emails, one from here, shipping it to different customers. How about managing the pricing? Very good, very, very good questions. All good questions. But there are software out there that can manage the whole process for you. And that's what I wanted to talk to you about today. So when you talk about the different channels, just for some persons who may be brand new to this, it's really a way of bringing your products and services to the market so that it can get purchased. That's really what we talk about, multiple channels. So, it's the eBay, it's the Etsy. And a lot of times people are like, I tried that some years ago and it didn't work. Trust me, with the pandemic, everything is different. People are shopping online like crazy. So you need to be on these platforms so you can take advantage of what is going on now with customer demand. So we thought about that and we said, okay, we need to find a solution that it's easy, it's affordable. They manage the inventory level on all platforms, so there's no stock out. They handle the shipping automatically. There's options to make your product stand out from the competition, because ultimately we want to make more sales. That's ultimately what we want to do. We want to make more sales. So here's what we've found. It can be a bit confusing. Like, wow, I have so much prepping to do. I have so much ordering to do. I have all this inventory sitting in my couch, sitting in my garage, and I really don't know where to start. How can I start? Well, that is a great question. I love if your minds are thinking that way. So we did all the research, and here are 2 of the winners that we've found so far. A website called eCom Dash, and there are others out there, but we have just been using these 2 so far, and they've been working great for us. eCom Dash and a fulfillment center called Deliver. So let's break this down now to see how this works. So what eCom Dash does is they pull your Amazon listings, all of your Amazon listings, and once you have them in eCom Dash, they will then push it out to whatever platform you want to sell on. So once you pull all your inventory into eCom Dash, they're going to say, okay, where do you want to list this kind of coffee? Okay, I want to put it on eBay. So they'll automatically push the listing. Once you tell them what to do, they will let you know what's required, like what category, if they require a code, if they whatever is required, they automatically connect to eBay. So they know exactly what you need to make sure that your listing is posted and published successfully. So once you do that, you can send your product over to eBay, over to Walmart, over to Etsy. And once you get your products listed on these platforms, they will manage the orders. So once you make an order, you don't have to log in individually, like, oh, I got to log into Etsy to see what orders I make. I got to log into Amazon to see. No, everything comes into one dashboard. That's why it's called eCom Dash. So everything comes back into one dashboard. Once it's there in the single dashboard, you will see automatically that, okay, I have 10 orders from eBay, I have 5 orders from Walmart, I have 10 orders from Etsy. So you're going to see everything on one dashboard, which is really, really a reason why we love eCom Dash, because there are others out there, I think Channel Advisor and all that, but they're very, cost effective, and so far so good. They have good support. So far so good. We have found them to be very good at managing all of our listings. Now, once we have all this done, we decide what channel we want to push what product to. So let's say we bring over 500 products from Amazon. We can decide, I want to put 100 on eBay, I want to put 50 on Amazon, I want to put another 100 on Walmart. So it really helps you. And then you can choose to put more like on Amazon Europe if you're in Europe. So you can put it on Amazon UK, Amazon Germany, whatever. You can push from your .com, you push the listing over to all of these. And that's the good thing. So when you have it inside of eCom Dash, you can tell it where you want it to go. So if you don't want to sell this particular product on eBay, you'll say, okay, we're not going to send it to eBay, but we'll send it to Walmart because it may sell better on Walmart. Now, their thing is you do your thing, getting more time growing your brand instead of updating each online marketplace when a product sells. That's what we love about them. You don't have to worry about this part because that's what they do with their software. So their multi-channel app handles all of that for you. So if you want to sell bundles, you want to sell whatever you want to do, they will update all of that when it happens. So inventory management, ensuring everything is up to date on the inventory. So if you sell on 5 different places and you have the inventory, they will update the quantities, make sure everything is nice and in sync. Now, when we check our emails, I'm sitting here in Jamaica. Sometimes we, even in this pandemic, we're just here sitting at home, doing a lot more since then. And these are your notifications. So here I underline my eCom Dash notifications. Normally, once it gets to 100, it will spin and come again and start from 1. So it says, congrats, you have a new sales order to work in eCom Dash. So I'm getting a notification that I have an order in eCom Dash to go work. So right there, I had 75 in there to go work because they're coming in from different platforms. So I could have 50. So with eCom Dash, we don't pull the FBA orders. We only pull the merchant fulfill orders, what we need to go and handle. So we only pull the merchant fulfill orders from Amazon. And obviously Walmart, we pull all the Walmart, we pull all the Etsy, we pull all the eBay, pull all the Shopify. So this thing cycles so often because you're dealing with multiple platforms. So you're going to get a lot of orders, but they all come into one location. And here's an example of the layout in eCom Dash. So we add all our channels. We have Amazon France, Amazon.com, which is our merchant fulfilled. We have Amazon.ca, we have Amazon.ca, Amazon UK. So all of our orders come in here. And obviously not the FBA orders, only the merchant fulfilled orders. And here is another look at the status. We have complete, 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 complete. All of our orders are complete. They give us a status. Sometimes when it just comes in, it's just in paid. So you know, okay, we need to do something. Now, how are we going to manage the order shipping part of it? This is just pulling in all the listings and all of that. How are we going to order the actual part where you have, all right, how do we fill these orders? Now we see all this order. Now our head is spinning because we have all these orders, but how are we going to fill them? So just to give you an example, look at eCom Dash. Now this Etsy order, it says paid. That means obviously it's not being filled yet. It's just paid. So we need to go in and make sure it's filled. Again, this Amazon order is paid. And look at the price of this Amazon order. It's a merchant fulfill order. I think it was for like 10 pounds of coffee, $550. $550 for one order of, I think it's either 8 pounds of coffee or something like that.
That is so awesome. I love that. Okay, go ahead. Keep going.
Yeah, Nicole, it really helps us to process things like, okay, now I'm seeing what's going on. And then you start to see a trend like, okay, people on eBay seem to be buying the Starbucks more. Okay, so it gives you good insight. It tells you where your orders are coming from as opposed. So you get to a comparison like, okay, they're ordering a lot of this coffee on Etsy, but on Amazon, they're ordering more of this one. And on eBay, so it gives you a nice feel for where your customers are. And that's what I love about it. Yeah.
That is so good to know. That is good information.
And with eCom Dash, it's so easy to set up. You just go in and you add a storefront. What storefront do you want to add? Okay, let me add my Etsy store. And just a nugget for you guys. A lot of people just overlook Etsy because they're like, Etsy, you only can sell handmade items on Etsy. You can sell regular stuff. Well, we're selling everything on Etsy. Everything on Etsy. So You need to revisit Etsy if you have ever thought about it, but then drop the thought because you're like, yeah, it's only handmade. I don't do handmade. I buy from a wholesaler, so I'm not even going to go on there. You need to revisit Etsy because they're now allowing you to sell products as long as you can tell what part of the relationship you are. Like, okay, I am the one that markets the product for this manufacturer. Okay, you just got to put that in there. Once they know, boom, you're in there. You can actually sell products that you buy from wholesalers on Etsy. Here is the second portion. You add your Amazon store, your eBay store, your Etsy store, have all of that added. I have my Shopify and my Walmart. And the good thing is, once you have all of this, they pull all your orders right into the eCom dash. So you see all your orders in one login. So I don't have to log into Walmart, log into Etsy, that was like it was so relieving to be able to just log into one location, manage all the orders from everywhere. So the beautiful things is they'll tell you your listing where it's active and where it's not listed. So let's say I have a listing and it's active on Amazon. I can say, okay, now I want to put it on Shopify and Walmart. Or now I want to put it on eBay in auction and Etsy. So you can tell exactly where you want to put your listing. So you don't have to put all your listings everywhere. You can put all your listings everywhere. So it's very flexible, nice and flexible. So once you do that, you tell it. And here it will tell you one of the following is required. You need a UPC, EAN, GTIN, or ISBN. So even before you publish the listing, so that there are no errors, it will tell you what this marketplace requires. So, okay, this marketplace needs a UPC, it needs a category, it needs to know if it's new or used. So it really helps you to cut all the headache. I hate to do listings. I hate to do, eBay listings or any new listings anywhere. I don't like to do it. But with this, you're pushing your current listings that you already have on Amazon, even if you never created it, you're pushing that information to this new marketplace. So that's the good thing about it. Now, we have been using this fulfillment center for about a year and a half. They had some issues over the holidays like everybody else, but I can tell you, being here in Jamaica, they really help us because we're not physically there. If you're physically in the US, you can start out filling the orders yourself, but when it gets to a whole lot, you're either going to use a prep center or use somebody else. We have found this service to work very well for us. And what they do is they partner with all of these marketplaces, have the APIs, you can connect to all these marketplaces, and once your product is in their warehouse, they give you a 2-day badge on your listing. Let me say that again, say it nice and slow. Once you have your inventory and you send it to Deliver and it's live in Deliver, they give you a 2-day badge on your listing. We all know what 2-day means.
Yeah, that means more sales.
More
That means
sales.
more sales, more people interested in your product. More people are like, I got to order more of this because I can get it fast and
There
I
you
can use them over and over again. Yeah.
And you know what that helps you with too, Nicole? It helps you with the persons who are coming on trying to lowball you. If you're on eBay and you have the 2-day badge, you're going to get that buy box over the next guy. If you're on Etsy, or no, not Etsy, I think they're on Shopify. If you are on Walmart, they give you the 2-day badge. And I can tell you that has pushed our sales up by 300%. Just that one single step has given us a 300% jump in our sales. Because people like fast. And guess what? Even on Shopify, you don't have to pay $100 a year for the service to get 2-day. That is the beauty. So now your customers are like, wow, we get 2-day just to come and buy from you. We don't need to buy like a Prime membership or a Walmart Plus membership. Nope.
Correct. Yep.
You get 2-day just because we have it at Deliver. And that's the competitive advantage. That's the one secret that really has helped us. Nicole, do you know that now they put 2-day on your Instagram? They put the product on Instagram and put 2-day. They put it on Facebook shops and put 2-day on there. Yep. This is a whole nother world. A lot of persons are not talking about it, but I'm telling you, I am in this world. I am totally, diversing just to dive into this world. Because if once I get all of these 2-day things up and running, it's just crushing the competition.
Yeah, it's game over.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's game over. Nobody wants to
game
buy
over.
from you if you're going to take 5 days to ship and they can see, wow, 2 day, it's already in deliver. Sure, I'll just order, get it in 2 days. Sometimes they even give next day. So if it's in Dallas, if the warehouse is in Dallas and you live in Dallas, you're going to get that next day. That's
Yeah.
just how they work. And they are partnered. They're doing something similar to Amazon where they partner with a lot of fulfillment centers across the US. So when you send your shipments in, it's spread all across.
Yep, they
So
do.
you look on the map and you can, boom, get 2 day shipping.
That's correct. And that's awesome. I mean, again, it gives you that competitive advantage. So, it actually drives what you get is loyal customers at that
That's
point,
it.
especially if you are selling a consumable like coffee. You're getting those loyal customers. They're like, I can always get my coffee in 2
There you
days,
go.
no matter what.
And that's why we love it, because it automatically puts us as, and I can tell you right now, we've diversified to Shopify because we want to get more connection with the transaction for our customers. You know, on Amazon, you can't reach out to customers just any way you want to. It's all, in that
Yeah.
rigid Amazon control process. And,
Correct.
you see all the hashes and all that kind of, but on Shopify, I can call my customers. My
Yep.
customers call me. Hey,
That's
when are you
right.
getting this new coffee? Hey, when are you getting this? So I love that, because once you're able to deliver on your next day or 2 day promise, the customer is going to remember, where did I buy? Oh, I bought this on this Shopify site. Oh, let me go back. Oh, wow, it's there. Oh, 2 days. I'm seeing a lot of repeat business already. A lot of repeat.
Absolutely.
So once you can do that, it's something you want to ensure that you do. So that's the one secret formula to win with e-commerce: 2 day shipping. They are now setting up where you can do selling on Instagram and they have a 2 day badge on your product. Selling on Facebook shops and they have a 2 day badge on your product. Selling on Wish Marketplace. I never even knew about that. Wish, all they're doing is just finding new marketplace, connecting with them, and then they tell people here, we're connected with Wish. We're connected with Facebook and Instagram. Okay, all right. We're offering 2 day shipping on your products. People love that.
People do. And here's the deal, that you have customers, like there are some people that are they love a specific platform and they will stay on that platform. So you never know what platform your customer is on. So having that ability to diversify and be on multiple channels or being on multiple platforms simultaneously. So you get your people that are committed to eBay platform, and that's where they'll go to shop. You get your people that are committed to, your Amazon, the people that are committed to whatever, or the people that are like, what, I'm going to go search for, bestcoffee.com, whatever the name of it is. And oh, okay, I found this coffee. And so I'm going to keep going to the site because I can always get it. It's just a great opportunity, a great way to diversify and be on multiple channels.
That is what I want you guys to think about. Your customers are not only on Amazon. Yes, they have a lot of customers, but Amazon is not the only place that people go to buy. Companies are reporting 300% increase in sales when connected with the 2 day fast shipping program. And I can attest to that because I'm seeing those numbers. They will fill to all your selling channels. So Amazon Merchant Fulfill, eBay, Walmart, Etsy, Shopify, Rakuten, wherever you have your customers, they'll fill it and they'll do it in 2 days. Now, they're a newer company. The thing about them is they have partnered with Walmart. So because they've partnered with Walmart, Walmart is not just going to go out there and work with anybody. They're not going to work with anybody because they have a name, they have a reputation to protect. And if Walmart vetted them and said, okay, you're good enough to offer 2 day shipping to our customers, I'm thinking, okay, all right, I'm going to work with them. Yes, they had some challenges over the holidays, but so far so good. The successes I've had on there far outweighs the challenges. Just put it that way. So I'm still working with them because so far so good. How long does it take to get started? You connect your listing tools. So if you have eCom Dash, if you have Channel Advisor, whatever you have, connect to them, send your inventory, activate your fast tags, and start selling. That's like day 5 to 10. Know your costs. If you know your costs, okay, up front, you put it in there to tell you, okay, to fill this order, it's going to be $4.99 for 2 days. I cannot get anyone to fill my orders for $4.99 for 2 days. That is ridiculous. Nowhere I've ever had that. 2-day shipping, $4.99, include the box. Just crazy. So this is how your listings look. On eBay, it says fast and free. On Walmart, it says 2-day shipping. On Amazon, you can use it for the SFP, but I think they changed it up now. Once you have your fast tags activated, see, it's activated. Shopify 2-day, Walmart 2-day, Google Shopping, you get 2 days. So if you're doing Google ads, on your Google ads, it's going to say 2-day delivery. You can imagine searching for a product on Google. My product will come back and say fast 2-day delivery. You have your product so and so plus $5.99 shipping. Who do you think they're going to go for? They're going to go for the 2-day shipping, even if it's a little bit more expensive. And we know that because of dealing with Amazon. People go for the Prime offers because you get it 2 days.
That's right.
So that's a big catalyst. I've learned that over the past year and a half, that the 2-day shipping is a huge catalyst. So once you get your fast tags displayed, if your price the same as the competition or even a little bit more over the competition, you get the buy box. Customers love 2-day shipping. They don't have to pay extra. They don't have to buy a membership to get the 2-day shipping. It's just on whatever channel you are selling on. So here are the fees. They have the fees just like Amazon. Here are the fees, fulfillment fees, build. It's similar. I'm showing you everything. Fulfillment fees, here's $328. And there's the storage fees, $949. All depends on how much. So what we do is we put our best sellers over there. And right now, we have been accepted, Nicole, into the Walmart fulfillment service. We have been accepted into Walmart fulfillment service. So now my items that sell good on Walmart, I send it directly to Walmart, just like Amazon. So we're in the Walmart fulfillment service right now as we speak. And I'm telling you, that's lightning fast. Next day shipping, lightning fast.
And here's the deal for those people that are interested in Walmart fulfillment. I'm just going to say this real quick, that it is, it's a recently launched program. Like in the last 9 to 12 months, they've been really working to try and get more Walmart sellers to use their fulfillment service. Again, it's like FBA. So that means your product has to be completely prepped before you send it there. And so they're still working through their, kinks as they are continuing to evolve. But it is going to be something that's going to put you, again, above the competition. So keep that in mind if you're a current Walmart seller or a future Walmart seller and you want to do a Walmart fulfillment. It's called WFS. So, yeah.
I'm very glad you mentioned that because I wanted to really drive this point home. See, when you're new to market, when you're, like a new company's out and you're working with them, even if that company is Walmart, there are a lot of kinks, there are a lot of headaches because guess what? We are used to selling on Amazon. Amazon didn't get to the stage when they started. It took years of feedback from us like, hey, why don't you do this? Why don't you change this? It took years of feedback from us. So now Amazon is humming. So we're so accustomed to that platform that everything is easy, everything is smooth, that when you try to go on a new platform and you meet up any challenges, you're like, nah, I can't deal with this. But I'm telling you, the ones that go through those growing pains are going to experience the results much faster. I've always said it, Nicole, you have to do something more creatively than everybody else. Don't just go for the easy. Go for the difficult ones that nobody wants to do. Like, I don't want to go upload a spreadsheet. I don't have time for that. Guess what? Lot less competition for me on Walmart because a lot of people don't want to do it. They're like easy. Yeah, that is how you stand out from everybody else.
Yeah, the innovators.
Yeah,
the innovators are going to be the ones that are going to grow the fastest because they got out the gate first. Everyone else will be trailing behind them. And yes, they're going to go through the growing pains with the company as they launch something new, do something new. But the ones who decide it's worth the journey for them, they've already got a leg up because the company has used the experience of that person to tweak things, to change things, to fix things, to solve problems, and to give that person more exposure and more, sometimes it's more link juice because because you were with us on this journey, we're going to definitely give your listings more presence or do things to enhance your listings. They learn from that journey. So It's worth it.
And I tell you, they call me all the time. They're like, hey, we're launched on Instagram. You need to get on Instagram. Hey, we're launched on Wish. Nicole, when they call me about Wish, I'm like, what's that? You know how I knew what Wish was? I was watching an NBA game and I saw them on the Los Angeles Lakers jersey. That's when I took it serious. I'm like, okay, well, if this company can sponsor the Los Angeles Lakers, they must be something to be reckoned with. Instantly, I went back, I signed up for Wish, I put my whole catalog over on Wish, and guess what? Autopilot, I'm seeing sales coming in, going out, sales coming in, going out, because it's connected to Deliver, and the sales come in and they go out. The sales come in and they go out. I don't even touch it. I have not even logged in. I just see when checks come in my PayPal. I've not logged in. I had a meeting with them yesterday, and that was the first time I logged in over all the Q4, because it was set up automatically. It was connected to Deliver, and the orders were being filled. I didn't have to touch anything. If I didn't have it, I didn't have it. So I'm thinking, wow, if I put some more effort into this, this can really grow. This can really work. And I like to be the pioneer, the trail setter, because I am going to bring this information back to the audience. So again, back to our presentation. It's clear and simple pricing. It's hassle-free. You create your account and then you just take it from there. Now, when you look in, I'll see my Amazon orders, 3 orders, $10.49. I can see everything very clear. $6.34. This is a 2-pound order. It itemizes everything. And you look at Etsy. Now, I never even thought that I would be making sales like this on Etsy. Look at that. Etsy, 3, delivered. It's just, no, and this is, once it's connected properly, you don't touch it. You just go in and see, oh, wow, delivered. Okay, all right. This can work. I can work with that. So, and this is the same, these are the same items I'm selling on Amazon. Nothing new. Exact same items, but people are buying it through Etsy. Okay, let me take care of that customer too. Look at this, eBay. Look at this, Shopify. It all the same items I'm selling on Amazon, but it's selling now on eBay, and it's selling on Shopify, and it's selling on Etsy. There you go. Wish. I have no clue about Wish a few months ago. Deliver told me about them. Look at that. Orders being sold and processed on Wish. The customer is happy. I'm happy. I've never seen them. I never even logged into the marketplace too much. But it works. That's what I thought. It works.
Yeah. And Wish is working on, they initially, when they came out a few years ago, this has been a rebranding campaign for them over the last 12 to 18 months. So I'm excited about their growth because they're trying to rebrand.
And you know what I did, Nicole? They told me, hey, we came up with a IPO. I just went out and bought it. And this is not stock advice. I'm not a stock advisor. But you know what? I bought stock in every company I'm selling on. I'm like, I'm on Walmart. I'm going to buy stock in Walmart. I'm on Amazon. I'm going to buy stock in Amazon. I know what's happening. I know what has happened in the pandemic. It would be crazy for me not to buy stock in these companies. It's like I need to get a share of what's going on because I know all these companies are growing. So
that's right.
I'm a part of the process. So, hey, I know what's happening. I know the customer's ordering. Look at our Walmart orders. Ridiculous. And again, this is all the same products that I am selling on Amazon. I need to hammer home that point. It's nothing new. It's nothing I have to run out and it's specific for Walmart. It's the same products that I am selling on Amazon. I gotta hammer that point home. Look at our 2-day shipping fees. I have to drill this home. We send the products in to deliver. They fill the order 2-day on Walmart, $4.99. 2-day on Walmart, $5.40. That has to deal with the box and the bubble and the whatever. So you understand what I'm saying? Where else can I get 2-day shipping for $4.99? I just can't get it. If you can get it for me, tell me. I cannot even get this from, and they're partnered with FedEx. They're partnered with UPS. And it's the same concept like a ship station. Because they have so many users, they can go to the big companies and say, hey, we have 1 million users. We need to be having these prices for second day. We need to be having, and guess what? If they're big like Amazon or a ship station or whatever, UPS is going to say, okay. FedEx is going to say, okay, because they're bringing the volume of business. So we just benefit because we are a user that's on their platform. So these rates are absolutely amazing. I've not seen rates like this and your customer is happy and you're paying way cheaper. Win-win.
I was going to add one last thing. I know you got to keep going, but especially for the rates, the fact that they, are using FedEx and UPS, we all know that there was a recent announcement. The USPS is talking about slowing down, potentially increasing the price and slowing down first class. And so the fact that you can still get that rate that is not USPS, because we already know what happened during Q4 with USPS and the challenge they had.
A lot of challenges, a lot of problems.
Yeah, that's why I keep telling people you need to establish a FedEx account and a UPS account. But keep going. I'm sorry.
No, and that's a good point, because even throughout the holiday with UPS, we had a lot of issues. USPS, a lot of customers complain, hey, where's my order? Da, da, da. Because of all those things happening with the mail and the mail-in votes and all that kind of stuff, everything was slowed down. So, everybody took a hit. Amazon took a hit. Everybody took a hit. Deliver took a hit too because of all what was happening. But we know that that's the unforeseen occurrence. It's not the norm. It's because of what was going on. Remember, your customer is not going to understand. They don't care. I want my product. I don't care if USPS was slowing down. I ordered. I want my product. So we like to go 2 day on FedEx, 2 day on UPS, and just know that we're getting it there. Now, Etsy sales more than doubled in May last year, and they've just been going up and up and up and up. I know this because I have this sell on the this direct correlation. I see what's happening. I know because I'm getting more customers. The beautiful thing about Etsy is that they allow you to take your customer's email address. You can talk to customers. They're your customers. They say, hey, take the email address. Take care of the customer. They spend millions of dollars on advertising. You see them on the TV. So this is working because you're seeing the direct results of what is happening. So guys, think about diversifying. I know we've gone through a lot, but add one marketplace at a time and just think about how you can diversify, how you can get. I know sometimes you're at home and you wake up in the mornings and you log into your Amazon account, and if you see that red exclamation, your heart is like, wow, your heart's dropped. You get an IP policy violation claim and you're just like, I can't deal with these people. Everyday policy violation. Then you get another email. Oh, we've suspended this listing because of so, and you did nothing wrong. You can't talk to anybody. You can't do anything. So my advice to you, diversify your portfolio. So even if you have a hiccup on Amazon, you're still making sales. You can still live. You're not totally dependent on Amazon, but you're on other marketplaces, so you can see. But why Etsy? Sales grew nearly 140% in May after growing 100% in April. That's last year. May marks the highest sales month since Etsy went public in 2015. 165,000 new sellers joined the marketplace during the month. 35 million items were sold in May. They're just hitting numbers and numbers and numbers. Etsy's first quarter GMV was nearly 1.2 billion, up 18% year over year. These are some of the statistics that you may not have known, you may have heard about it, but now that I'm driving it home, you start to understand that a lot more platforms are popping up, a lot more people are shopping on a lot more platforms. You need to be out there. Your products need to be out there. Now, the next part of this is selling globally. I'm on Amazon.com. Yeah, cool. But how can I get on Amazon UK, Amazon Germany, Amazon France, Amazon Italy, Amazon Spain? Again, it takes more work than just the average sending it to the .com, but the payoff is sweet. One thing I wanted you guys to set up is FBA export. It takes about 5 minutes. And what this does is it will allow your items that are eligible to be sold globally that you already have on Amazon.com to be shipped from Amazon without you doing anything else. So you have to enable this setting in your account. So you log in, go to settings, fulfillment by Amazon. Step 2, go to export settings. And mine is already enabled. So if there's not enabled, then you click on enable. drop down to FBA export, and that's step 3. They'll give you a form to sign. You upload that form with your signature. You're done. You are done. That is when Amazon will make products that you have currently at Amazon.com that are eligible, available to be sold globally. So somebody logging in from Singapore, they're like, oh, I like this media. Click, they're going to buy it, and it's going to automatically come through customs. You don't have to do anything else. That is FBA export. So that's different from when you sell internationally. Amazon has made it very easy to expand globally. They give you the option to expand from your current .com account, and then you have the option to bring across your listings that are currently on the .com. Meaning, if you have a good listing selling on the .com and it has 500, reviews and all that kind of stuff, you bring that listing across to Amazon.co.uk with all the reviews, everything. Customers see the product, they see that others loved it, they start to buy. Benefits: you get to carry over your feedback. No need to retake pictures. Faster to get products selling in Amazon Europe.
Now they handle all of the currency conversion as well.
Yep, they handle all of that. So they're going to send the money back to your regular US bank account. Wells Fargo, Chase, Bank of America, whatever you have. They'll just do the conversion. So like there, had a payout coming for £1,122 and 27 pence. Whatever the rate is, they do the conversions. They send it back to your US bank account. So you don't have to worry about that. So here is why I mentioned expansion, because you have Amazon.com, CA Mexico, which is your North America unified. And then when you expand to Europe, they'll give you UK, Germany, France, Italy, and Spain. Actually, Nicole, earlier this week, I got a call from their rep saying that they will give us an account manager for the whole year based on our performance. So, nice. It's like, and again, I have to ensure that I make this point very clear. The products we are selling in Europe are the same products we're selling on the .com.
Nice. Very nice.
The only thing happens, your volume goes up. That's all that happens. More volume for you.
So I want to ask one question. For those countries like France or Italy, they also convert the language and the description of the listing, or do you know if the listing? Okay, all right, that's awesome. I knew they did the currency conversion.
They have something called Build International Listings. So they will push over to these new marketplaces. Some of them, it's just the standard conversion. You may need to find somebody from that language, like somebody who speaks German, to say, hey, does this look good? Can you just do some listing touch up for me? Because you want to optimize your listing. Because they're just going to give you the general thing. They're not going to go deep down. They're going to give you the general. So you need to convert. And Sarah just did her conversion using Google Translate. I mean, that's not the best, but we can start to get sales. They know what they're buying.
That's right. And I know you've been internationally selling for a very long time. Whereas
I've been selling since 2012 in Europe.
Right.
So this is our email box. This is what happens. Your email, I don't even have a clue what that means. When I say Guten Tag and say, I just know I made a sale and they shipped it. I don't need to understand. I just need to know that the gravy's coming back. I'm good. And it's not a problem. I'm good. So Amazon receiving, UK receiving, France shipping, Germany shipping, UK shipping. So it's pretty much standard. So you cannot use the items that are in FBA that are on the .com. You have to ship your inventory into the UK. You have to ship your inventory into the UK. So you're going to need to get an account to ship overseas. A lot of persons don't want to do it, but I can tell you, I welcome those who want to learn about Amazon UK or Amazon Europe. It's a beautiful platform. I give you the story. Had a customer, a coaching client of mine. He said, Barrington, I need 4 hours of your time. And I said, I was so busy. And I said, okay, well, it's going to cost you $2,500. He said, okay. We came through. I did 4 sessions with him. And after those 4 sessions, I'm trying to get him back. He's like, I'm busy. I can't talk to you right now. I got him back after Q4. I said, hey, how did you go? Well, I did almost €500,000 on those 5 SKUs. Can you imagine that? Almost €500,000 on 5 SKUs because his product was in demand in the UK and nobody was selling it.
Oh my gosh, that is nice.
Nobody was selling it. And it was an in-demand product. It was only available on the .com. Some people might buy on the .com, might do the whole export thing, take too long, come through customs. But if you have it on Amazon.co.uk, people can get it on FBA. Guess what? You're going to get bunch more sales than if they have to do the whole import process and come through customs and all that kind of stuff. They don't want to do that. They want to get it conveniently right there. You need to bring it to them so that they can have it conveniently set up and be able to get those products into them. So that's the key. So here's our sales. That was 2019, 54,000 pounds. And that's just, an additional thing. We did Amazon and German. That's just the UK. Germany is a totally different thing. We only have 11 SKUs over there, and they're doing very, very well. See, active listings, we only had 10, 7 over here in Spain. So, overall is 10. That was our Q4 that we did last Q4, 70,000. So that's an additional income. Yeah, you get a 1099 on that. So it's like you have to go out there and do what other people don't want to do. And these numbers can go way higher. Way higher. You just have to focus. I'm just letting you know the possibilities there. And I would love if people are interested to say, hey, Barrington, let's talk. This is absolutely something that you need to do. Our process is log into eCom Dash, see the orders that came through overnight, check our inventory levels to see what needs to be reordered, run reports to see what's selling well on each platform, and what we could possibly sell on other platforms. That's our processes. We make 80% of our profits from 20% of our SKUs. So we know our top sellers, we keep them in stock at all time. Especially like coffee, which is 90% of what we do. We want to ensure that we never run out of our top sellers. It's very challenging with multiple platforms because you have all of this, but that's a good problem to have. So here are your action steps. If you are watching this webinar, if you got some insight, if you get excited about some part of it, what I want you to do now is stop. Write down the top 1 or 2 action steps from this webinar that you are going to do. And then after doing it, once they're successful, start the next one. So if you're going to sell on eBay, okay, go ahead. Let me just go sell on eBay. Let me go create the account, Set up Joe Lister, push my listings over. Once you're done and complete and it's working, boom, step 2, sell on Walmart. Next step, sell on Etsy. You have to do it step by step. Don't try to start all of them at one time. You're going to just dabble. You have to be strategic about this. Don't overcomplicate the process, which is called paralysis by analysis. Utilize the support provided by each service provider. And I think that's something that we always fall down on because we may sign up with an eCom Dash and then we try to ask somebody, hey, how do you do this? How do you do that? You're paying $49 a month. They have a good support system. Create a ticket. Go in the chat. Talk to them. They're the experts. Leverage their expertise and ask questions. That is the key. So I really, really, really want you guys to take action. If you have any questions, you can just pop a question here, askbarrington.com. And if there's anything that, I can help you with, I will help you guys with that. So again, thank you so much for watching this webinar. And the key thing is not about watching the webinar. It's about what action steps have you written down and what are you going to do? If you take no action on none of this, you will just continue on the same way. But once you take action, this will work for you. So again, thank you so much for being a part of the summit. Truly appreciate your interest, truly appreciate you being here. And we hope that you go out now and take action. If you have any questions for me, it's askbarrington.com.
All right. So just complete gold. Complete gold. So I just want to say, the whole tip where he says start one thing. I definitely recommend that and try to stick to it for consistently. That's the key. For 3 to 6 months, so you can get some results, and that way you can track the process and maybe put some operating procedures in place so that you can hop onto the next platform. So definitely do that. I am so glad that Barrington has been part of this summit. So somewhere on this page, either probably somewhere below here, you'll see some of the other programs that Barrington offers. And he gave you a golden tip that I hope everybody caught, where he said that 20% of his SKUs yield 80% of his profit. So that just tells you, focus SKUs. You need to know your numbers. You need to know your numbers. You need to know your numbers. That is so important. So click on any of the links here. You can connect with Barrington and any of his social media is here. All of the other programs that he offers is here on this page. And he is a great international trainer and he is a great international coach. And again, he lives in Jamaica, so I'm not mad at him. And Barrington is offering for those people who decide they're going to invest in their business and upgrade and grab the all access pass. Remember, he's got one person, one lucky winner in that pool is going to win his coffee program. Five lucky winners are going to gain access to his BOLO program. So if you are interested, you need to upgrade somewhere on this page to be able to grab those because that's your opportunity to connect with Barrington. So enter to win. The only way you can enter to win is you grab the all access pass. Is there anything else you want to tell them at this time, Barrington?
I'm just happy that they were able to be here, be a part of this summit. And, you know, if I can do this from an island, you can do this from wherever you are watching from. There are a lot of obstacles that we have, but we don't think about the obstacles. Oh, I don't have good, cheap shipping. Oh, I don't have this. We don't even see those. You have to focus on the process. This can work. If I'm doing this from an island, you can do this. This can work. So the key thing is to go out there and take action. That is the key. And surround yourself with people who are positive influences on you in terms of the business. Amazon can be a lonely business. Hey, what do? I sell on Amazon. Go get a real job. It can be very lonely. But when you get around persons who are talking the same language, who are encouraging you, motivating you, that is when you see growth in your business. So again, thank you so much for watching this presentation, and we look forward to seeing you taking action.
All right, I do too. All right, so Barrington, thank you so much. This has been another episode of the eCom Sellers. We're just going to say goodbye for now.